Thank you for listening to Lone Star Community Radio. This program was broadcasted and recorded live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. Lone Star Community Radio is supported by listeners like you. Donate and sponsor today. For more information on getting involved with Lone Star Community Radio, contact us at lscrstudios@gmail.com or visit us online at www.irlonestar.com. This presentation of Texas Ticket on Lone Star Community Radio is presented by True Texas Solar, Solar Energy Systems. True Texas Solar is Montgomery County's trusted provider of turnkey solutions for your home.
Lone Star Radio on my mind. So won't you kick your feet up if you have a minute? Turn your radio dial to the Texas.
Welcome to the Texas Ticket. This is Armando, and I'm with Sherry Potts from the Higher Regency Conroe.
Yep.
I gotta quit hitting the table.
Please do.
Every time I do that, it kind of vibrates the whole thing. Do you see that?
Did you have extra coffee today?
I did. You don't stop hitting the table. Yeah, don't hit the table. But welcome, folks. The Texas Ticket Show. We're here live downtown Conroe, high atop the Conroe Tower, first floor.
Or on the first floor.
Well, be sure to like, subscribe,
Somebody may be
follow.
high atop somewhere.
You know, like and follow. You know, and I know we're not doing enough of that. You know, we can get some of that in there. You know, and we're so glad you're here. Either way, even if you're just past your first time watcher or regular watcher, thank you so much. But Sheree, there's so much going on today.
Well, yeah, this weekend for sure.
Yeah, my life aquatic. You know, I think about everything that has to do with fresh water.
Oh.
You know, does that
Are you
ever
talking
cross
about the
your
shark in Lake Conroe?
mind? Is there a shark in Lake Conroe? Somebody said something about a shark in Lake Conroe.
Haven't you read I Love Conroe lately?
I didn't see that.
It's a joke.
It moves pretty fast. Is that an ongoing thing going on there?
Yeah, it's an ongoing joke. There are no sharks in Lake Conroe.
I don't even think that's possible.
No.
There's some gators.
No, there are definitely some gators.
Definitely some gators. Alligator
snakes.
gar, some snakes,
Yeah.
all kinds of
I'm
wildlife.
pretty sure I got bit by an alligator gar one time.
Really?
Oh,
Where
yeah.
about?
In the lake.
No, I mean. Oh, you're pretty good at
On
this.
my back.
Really?
Yeah, I was laying in one of those floats and something bit me hard.
Something big.
Yeah. Hard enough to where I was like, okay, I'm done.
Done for the day? Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you know, the lake can be a very dangerous place.
Yeah.
You know, luckily we got Constable Cash out there, and he's been out there. I don't know how this election went and what's going on here in Conroe. I hope he's still out there looking after us. I'm going to pretend like he is, even if he's not.
I'll tell you what is going on the lake.
What's going on?
Is something pretty awesome.
The Mudbug show,
No,
the concert at
our
the lake
guest
house?
here today.
Oh, yeah, we've got the ice cream boat.
Yeah.
Hang on, let's see. It's called
Conroe Ice
Where's the Ice Cream? That's not what it's called. We've got the owner here with us to tell us a little bit about that. Plus, we got a little insight going on the Punch Your Texas Ticket segment on a lot of stuff happening. We got a friend, Gianna, our correspondent.
New local correspondent.
Yeah, a new local correspondent. She's going to do some stuff. Yeah, University of Texas student there working on journalism, and we're just going to put her to work. Yeah.
Her and Vicky.
She's going to join our interns and the Army, who's put all this wonderful stuff together here today for me to share with y'all and the folks there at home. But you can catch us on Facebook at facebook.com/TXTicket. But let's get this show started.
Woohoo.
And here in the studio, Ryan
Stirpe.
Stirpe. I can't read my handwriting.
I knew that.
Can you read that?
I wrote my own so I could read it.
Oh, man. Ryan, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Man, I am glad you're here and there.
It's fun. Although we're rethinking the business plan, if there's a shark on the water, that changes things a little bit.
Well, good thing you're not serving brisket or hot dogs
No, right,
or pork
right.
butt or,
Not bloody ice cream.
Yeah, we're going to assume sharks have a dairy
20
intolerance, and we'll be fine.
Yeah, 20 kids waist deep with hot dogs might be a bad idea.
Ice cream, we're good.
So wait, do you
good.
play music?
Yeah.
Like the ice cream truck?
Absolutely, yeah. So when we pull up, we have the ice cream truck music playing
Nice.
for huge speakers, so you can hear. Somebody said they heard us about 200 yards out, so you'll hear us coming. But then we'll switch over to just normal. I air quotes normal music.
Yeah.
I think we pulled up one time playing Taylor Swift. We'll play.
They were
old-
jamming.
Yeah, we'll play old
150 yards out. We heard them pretty clear.
70s rock. We'll play some hip hop. We play whatever we want to play and just have fun with it.
Nice.
Yeah,
They were-
absolutely. We
My
have ice
daughters
cream
were
truck
like,
music.
Dad, it's an ice cream boat. I'm like, are you kidding me? You
Wait,
know, I
but
went out
have you
there.
seen that TikTok about, I don't know where that girl was from, but she's talking about how expensive the ice cream truck man was.
Oh yeah, the little girl in Scotland or
Yes,
something. Yeah,
Yes, that was
yeah.
hilarious.
We don't charge that
She was
much.
like, bloody £6.
Yeah, yeah.
It was
Nine.
nine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was at the ice cream truck, and there was a whole army of kids, and I'm standing there with my 2 daughters waiting in the back of the line, right? And the one kid in front of me is like handing the guy a $20 bill, and he's just pointing, right? And he's he's about a little lower than waist high.
Yeah.
And the guy gives him his change, and he's like, oh no, and he's like, the ice cream was
$20.
$4.95.
$4.
Yeah, he's
Well,
like,
I remember it was like
it's
$1.
fine. The kid walked off like he's a high roller. Yeah.
Hey,
Is that happening
keep
on
the change.
Lakeside? You got parents and everybody's there.
Wait,
there's
do y'all
always
take
a-
cash?
Oh, absolutely. We take cash. We take card. We take Venmo, PayPal, Apple Pay, Google Pay, however you want to pay.
That
Yeah,
was
we
one
take
of the
all
little
forms.
girls'
Yeah, all
complaints.
forms. We will. A lot of times.
Yeah.
A lot of times, kids will flag us down, but we
Yeah.
want to make sure that the parents flag us down before we actually make that detour
Oh,
over.
yeah,
So
yeah.
we want to make sure the parents are okay with
How
it
you keeping
before
all
we
that
go.
ice cream cold? I think is the question on everybody's mind right now.
Yeah, we have 2 freezers on the boat. They're garage ready chest freezers that we
Okay.
have on the boat. Everything's in its own basket, and then we run it off a generator on the back.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice. And so you're no longer just going to be the captain of the ice cream boat. You're talking about Commodore.
I don't want to put labels on it, but the better the label, yes, absolutely.
What kind of ice cream is it?
Commodore Ryan.
I'm gonna get that.
Do
I'm
you
gonna get that hat
a
tomorrow.
captain's hat? Yeah.
I'm gonna get one. Just a straw hat for now. We're old school.
Armada.
The types, really anything that you can get on an ice cream truck. So we do the ice cream sandwiches. We do all the faces. We do the bomb pops. We have 3 different flavors of those. We have some dairy-free options, some gluten-free options. We want to make
Gumball
sure
eyeball options?
Gumball eyeball options. Plenty of those. Plenty of
Good,
those.
good.
Yeah, plenty
Push
of gumball
up?
eyeballs. Absolutely. Yeah, we have push pops.
What were those ones that are like blue, and by the time you got through, your whole face was blue?
Sonic and Batman.
Yes, yeah.
Sonic and Batman will turn you blue. Spider-Man will turn you red.
Any Ninja Turtles?
They're available. We haven't gotten them. We're kind of rotating through and seeing what
Do
kind of
kids
sells
even
and
know
what
what Ninja
doesn't.
Turtles are these
They
days?
do. Yeah.
We just added Tweety Bird, so we'll have Tweety Bird this weekend. We'll have Tweety Bird on the boat. So that was the adults requesting that.
Yeah.
Because as we pull up, we have more adults requesting the faces. The kids do a lot, but the adults will request them, and we've had a lot of Tweety Bird requests. So we just
That's
want
what I
to
was gonna say.
accommodate.
I'm like, what's
we want
your
to
number
accommodate.
one seller?
We have it's called the Chips Galore sandwich. It's the ice cream sandwich with the chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah.
Those
Really?
absolutely fly up.
So when I close my eyes, that's like my key to my pass to say whatever the hell I want afterwards. So when I close my eyes, I see a bunch of little kids with these, those little snow cone cups with the little ball on top, and then they, half dipped in the lake, and
God.
does lake water, impact the dessert? And how so? I mean, do you ever see like?
Well, they're not snow cones. It's ice cream.
Yeah.
There's that one cone in a bag, though. I mean, there's one like it's called the Cherry Garcia, I think, and it's not like the ice cream, but it's snow cone, and it's just a cherry.
The problem we don't do snow cones, you're right.
Yeah.
And the reason we don't do snow cones, we were going to, but when we started doing all the licensing, which I mean it was months and months, 10 months that we were doing all the licensing and getting everything ready and getting the boat ready. Part of that was
There were
ice cream
snow cone
and
rules?
snow cones. To do snow cones, we have to be we're registered as a food truck, so we are a full food truck at that point, and we need hand washing stations and 3 basin sinks for sterilization, and we need
Yeah.
wastewater disposal. We needed all that just to do snow cones. So we said maybe next year.
Isn't
We
it
just
like
don't have the room for it.
A snow cone in a bag. I mean, it's like a regular. My ice cream man has it.
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know.
I got
Something
kids
we'll
that-
look into. We added
There-
Tweety.
there
Maybe
is
we'll
no-
add snow cone bags.
Yeah,
next
there's
week.
an ice cream truck that goes by
Is it?
in Walden without my children yelling at me. You know what I mean? So I mean, unlike normal households, mine's on alert. And I'm like, that son of a gun, here he comes again. Turn it down. I'm like, God, dog it.
It's the joy
I mean,
of being the ice
I
cream.
would
man.
Reaching
run
for
out.
your wallet
The joy of
again.
being
You
the
know?
ice cream man is seeing the kids go nuts when you.
And I
play.
was like,
That's the
They
fun
don't
part.
even need your wallet now. They got it on their phone. They can just
Yeah,
tap
I was
and
like,
pay.
man, we're back here, you know, and they, you know, kind of off the road a bit in the new
People
house.
paying with watches,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Dick Tracy style.
You can pay
It's-
with your
yeah,
watch.
You can pay with
Kinda-
anything
I
now.
kind of liked that we were back there, and then all of a sudden they came in while I was working, and they're like, "Dad, there's an ice cream boat out back." I'm like, "There is no ice cream boat out back." Went back there, and the lady of the lake was you were at her house.
Yeah,
Over at Catherine Mayer's house, her local realtor, and you were visiting over there, and I'm looking over there. I'm like, she's probably throwing a house party.
Yeah, wait.
or
I'm like, do
something.
you make house calls too? Around
Absolutely.
The lake?
He does.
Absolutely.
He does parties.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
my daughter's a huge advocate, and you remembered me immediately,
Yeah.
which I thought was Mr. Ice Cream Man. Stop me when I'm passing
There's certain stops that resonate with us, and yours was funny because and the reason I remembered it is because we were at that house before you, and we just kind of started playing the music again. And your daughters came running out, and we were all excited. So we switched over as we're pulling up, like I said, to just normal music, and it happened to be Taylor Swift that pops up, and your three lost it, went absolutely crazy. We're dancing on the dock, and we thought it was hilarious. So there's certain stops that stick with us because it's just funny.
Yeah, they're an outgoing
You
bunch.
gotta tell them they're famous. now.
Yeah, so
they really are.
they ran inside, came and got me, and went out there. And then we got a birthday coming up. My daughter is going to do her 12th, and he's going to pit stop through.
Nice.
So he's just going to stop in.
That's
We're just going to
cool.
coordinate a gap, I hope, and as I believe it to be. And so you'll stop in, you'll come in, you'll just briefly put it on your route for the day, and then stop in. The kids will buy the ice cream. I buy it from you. What other kind of party styles do you do like this?
Really anything. So we do a lot of birthdays, and we
Other
just
than
like
pit
you said,
stop.
we do a lot of birthdays where we have 2 this weekend. We have a couple. It's
wow.
kind of every weekend we do at least 2 or 3, but it's the same thing. You can go to the website conroeicecreamboat.com, and you can block off your own time. Whether it's a birthday, we like you were saying for your case, we block off a half hour to an hour, depends on how many kids there are. But we're available for anything. So we can do weddings, we can do family reunions. If you want at your wedding to have us pull up at your rehearsal dinner, we can absolutely do that.
What if it's not on the water?
If it's not on the water, so say you live in Walden, just kind of buried in Walden somewhere, and you want us to come to your child's birthday party, find your way to the lake. There's a park, there's a boat ramp, whatever it is. If we find your way there, we'll coordinate with you on the time that you're going to meet there, and we'll absolutely pull up, and we'll have the ice cream truck music playing wherever you want to play.
Nice.
So yeah, it's not just exclusive to people that are living on the water. It's anybody in the city that if you can make it to the lake, and we had somebody at the dam, it was their child's birthday, and they were over at Dam Beach, and we pulled up, and we had the ice cream truck music, and we started playing Happy Birthday, and it was a great time. All the kids came running up, and it was
awesome.
fantastic.
Yeah.
So yeah, as long as you can get to the lake, it doesn't matter where you are. Get to the lake, and we'll find you, and we'll work
Or
out a
you'll just
time and a place.
Pull it up on the back
Yeah.
of a
Well,
boat
I'm like,
trailer.
have you made any deals yet with any of the restaurants that are on the lake to like certain times pull up?
We're working on it.
Okay.
We're
good.
working
but
on
he's
it.
selling
We're working
dessert.
on it.
No, I know, but I mean that's still cool. That's
We
a
get a
draw.
lot-
That's a draw.
We get a lot of requests from our customers to go to certain restaurants. We are waiting to get
A
the
lot of
okay from the restaurants. is what
Restaurants
we're
don't
waiting
have
on,
ice
so.
cream a lot.
If
know
your
it.
listeners want to tell the restaurants to let us
Yeah,
pull
I
up,
don't think my
please.
kids are real big fans of like cheesecake,
Yeah.
or carrot cake, or pecan
Right.
pie.
That's what I'm saying.
I am right. I
Yeah.
love carrot cake and pecan pie.
Well, and that's the draw that we bring is we're something different. So if we can
But
pull
that-
up, and you're not going to sell a cheesecake to a 7-year-old,
I'm
but
like-
you'll sell
that
some
little
ice cream.
dish, that little dish with the little
Or a bar. I
that
mean, I
little
would
dish
some
with
ice
that
cream
little
at a bar.
dollop of ice cream in it. Just it's missing a beat, right?
Well, it's nice, and for us to pull
it
up,
needs a face, like
well,
you
for
were
us
saying.
to pull up, it's the experience of the whole thing. So a 7-year-old
Right.
is going to nag their parents every weekend to
Can
go
we
back to
go?
that
Yeah,
restaurant.
yeah.
Parents are going to spend money on food and alcohol while they're waiting for the boat to pull up. The restaurant
Absolutely.
will make their money tenfold. You know,
Yeah.
just,
Yeah, I agree.
And that's
I-
I mean, obviously we're a little bit biased, but
Oh, yeah.
I agree.
That's our take.
I'd love the idea of them kind of visiting
Yeah.
down there and spending some time. It's got to be a little time consuming at every stop. I mean, not like a mailman where you can just come and just move on. You've got to like stay for a minute.
it depends. I mean, if we go like to the island, or if we go to the dam, if we go to Party Cove, I mean, those stops take a little bit of time. Saturdays are usually our busier day, and we stay out for a longer period of time because we know a lot of the stops are going to take longer. We'll stop by some of the Airbnb resorts, things of that nature,
Yeah.
and kind of whip through there because it's just different people, and the
and
word's out.
And speaking of the word getting out, are you getting with Margaritaville a
Yeah.
little bit? I know they'll.
We've been in talks with them to do some
Good.
stuff. So yeah,
Fantastic.
we're working on getting some events going with them as well. So yeah, we've had some communication with them.
That's
I don't know how much I'm
fantastic.
allowed to say. We've had some conversations.
No, you can say whatever you want.
We've
Yeah.
had some conversations.
And I assume that's promising. I know those folks over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, super nice.
have a
super
pretty-
nice people over there.
Versatile business mindset.
Yeah.
You never know what the focus is. So
But it's what's gonna
change-
be best for their customers.
Yeah,
too,
what
and,
helps
yeah.
make money, period.
versus a place that's just a restaurant, you know what I mean? It's just straight, can be either a benefit or not, right? So you got to kind of discern at your restaurant, hey, is this helping us this weekend? But I mean, I see an English style restaurant that serves American foods having a churro stand out back a good idea. I mean, although in contrast to the the regular fare, I think this thing also has the same play for ice cream. Because it may or may not be a part of our offering or the regular fare, but to bring the specialist in this way is a good thing. I mean, I think it's a positive twist, and the more of the things that kids can do, and like Ice House Conroe, Margaritaville, this focuses on family style groups. I think they'd benefit the most from it. I love the idea of having you pit stop at our birthday party. Like we're so well planned. We coordinated an ice cream truck or a boat to stop.
Sounds just like you.
Well, we had a birthday
But
party.
it worked. She'd love it.
No, I know.
She would celebrate.
It's funny.
Never forget it.
It's funny because we had 2 last week, and neither one of the people that organized the birthday, one was for a child and one was for an adult. It was somebody's 50th birthday. Happy birthday. But we pulled up, and they didn't tell anybody, any of the guests that were there. So we came pulling up, and they were like, "What is this?" So it was super fun. And that's we've had that conversation, you and I, that our favorite part, Brittany and I. Brittany's my wife, and she operates it with us or with me. Our favorite part is the pulling up. Because as we're pulling up and the music's going and kids are absolutely losing their mind and we can see them and the adults are losing their mind and it's so fun for us just to pull up to that point and just see how excited people are getting. That's our favorite part of the whole thing.
Well, I mean, I feel like a lot of these kids probably don't remember ice cream. I don't know.
It might be their first experience with them. The adults remember.
For sure.
The adults remember.
Yeah, I remember the ice cream truck. I mean, we sat there looking at you for a long time going, I think it is an ice cream boat.
And that's usually the reaction we get. We get a lot of, what is this? We get a lot of people staring at us going, what is this? And then as we get closer and they realize what it is, then the excitement comes in. And then it just builds and builds and builds and builds as we're coming closer to people.
That's so cool.
Absolutely.
It's fun.
I mean, I didn't believe them, and they're 100% confident. But I mean, they do that.
I read
with a lot
about
of
it, and I'm
things.
like, oh, this is going to be good.
We're having fun. We're having a lot of fun with it. Yeah, we're having a lot of fun with it.
Tell me about the offering. She got ice cream and other stuff too,
We do
right?
chips, candy, and soda as well. So we have 8 varieties of chips, 8 different sodas, and I believe it's 12 different types of candy: chocolate, chewy candy, gummy candy, whatever it is.
Nice.
And what's the phone number? How can I call
Phone number 936-247-4344 or go to ConroeIceCreamBoat.com. We also have a live tracker on the boat. So like you were talking about, people finding us on the lake.
Cool.
We have a live tracker that updates every 5 minutes. So as people are going around, they can track us and find us where we are, which a lot of times people will text, hey, you're heading my direction. Can you stop by? And they'll give us address or they'll give us a pool.
That's what I was going to ask.
Neighborhood
Is there a
pools.
rhyme to your reason?
Yeah,
Like, how
neighborhood
do you...
pools that we kind of go
Yeah.
to. But, there's a lot of times people will track us kind of coming into a cove and you'll see them come outside because they've been tracking us and they know
Nice.
that we're on our way.
That's so cool.
That is cool.
A lot of the neighborhood pools we pull up to too, and they know that we're coming, so they're kind of standing by the fence waiting for us as we're kind of coming around, and they hear the music playing. So
And that's got to stimulate everybody else
I
there that
know.
doesn't have a phone there. They're watching
it's
for ice cream
you
trucks.
can see it snowballing as
Yeah.
one person kind of gets it, then kind of everybody gets it, and then it kind of builds that excitement.
And we call that same number for franchise information and
Absolutely,
work with
absolutely,
you there.
yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
And to book parties, events.
Yeah,
things
go
like
to the website for that, or give us a call. You can shoot us a text at that same 936-247-4344. You can shoot us a text at that number too. We'll just kind of get you in the book, get you in the
And
calendar.
is it
get you
just on the weekends or?
Saturday, Sunday for now. We both still have Monday through Friday jobs. We both work in healthcare.
Yeah.
But we Saturday, Sunday for now.
Yeah.
TBD.
How did
TBD.
you, how did you come up with this idea?
Actually, Brittany came up with it, so it was kind of a collaborative effort. She will take all the credit for it, and I will give it to her. I will give it to her because I love her. We were sitting at the Lake Conroe Park last year, and it was hot. It was hot, and we were just kind of discussing it'd be cool if an ice cream truck pulled up. This would be really cool. And so we're kind of looking out at the water, and we're like, maybe, or it would be kind of cool that direction too. So we started doing some Googling and.
Are there other ice cream boats?
There are in
places?
Florida. There's some in Michigan.
okay.
There's some in Wisconsin. There is not a single one in the state of Texas
Yeah, I
that
was
we
like,
could
I
find.
never heard
Yeah,
of it.
so this is
Michigan
the
and
first.
Wisconsin.
Yeah,
you.
Michigan's got a big
New
lake.
York, New York. There's a couple up there, up on the
That's
East Coast. Florida, they're all over apparently. But Texas, we couldn't find one in the state of Texas that was operating. So we said, let's go. So we started right then. It was about 10 months of getting everything ready and figuring it all out. It was funny because. I say funny loosely. It was interesting because nobody knew what to do with us. So going through the health department, we're a food truck, but we're not. We're a boat, but we're not. We're this, but we're not that. It was kind of a lot of just figuring out what we are. And then once we kind of figured out, okay, this is how we're going to define you. Now let's go to the next step. So like the insurance took us almost 6 months because nobody knew what to do with us. Because you're a boat, but you're not. But you're a food truck, but you're not. But so we kind of had to figure out who we are and what we are. And
That's great.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. Once we got it down though.
Yeah.
off the races. Yeah, but there was a funny moment that when
I'm
we
like, all I
fly-
can see is this being for all the other lakes, not just Lake Conroe.
we
now.
have our eye on 5 other lakes.
Yeah.
So we were looking at 5 other lakes across
Like
the state.
in Austin.
Austin's a tough one.
I mean, Lake Travis, I don't know.
Lake Travis doesn't allow you to sell anything on the water.
Really?
Yeah. So that was our
Wow.
first thought, and we've got a lot of requests to come to Lake Travis. But as of
Yeah.
right now, I mean, that's
What
we'll
about
have a discussion
Canyon
with them
Lake?
and see.
Yeah.
We have our eye on 5 other lakes.
Well,
He's not going to talk about
we have
it.
our eye on 5 other lakes.
I would almost volunteer for the Canyon Lake
Yeah.
job. That me and Canyon Lake get along.
That's a very nice lake, and
Oh, so
we've
nice.
spent a lot of time in San Antonio, so we're very familiar with Canyon Lake too.
Nice.
It's just not
good
the
lake.
best fishing lake in Texas. Just so y'all know, it's a rock quarry.
Yeah.
There's stone bottom. There's
Mm-hmm.
no mud down there, and so it has very little vegetation under the water level. So animal life is also, a little bit stunted.
It's
because
a
of
great
the
lake.
lack
It's not
of-
constant level. That's the other.
Yeah.
I think it's
I see.
50% full right now.
Now the river Guadalupe's got all kinds of vegetation
Oh,
and
all
great
kinds.
fishing and so, but it feeds it.
You
so
could do
think-
an ice cream float.
We discussed that too. How would we do this on the river?
Listen, I got ideas.
We appreciate
You
it.
could do like a one of those little baby pools, and then put
there you
one
go.
of
Just
those
float
dome-
through
it.
put a
That's
dome
right.
tent on
I
it.
mean, listen,
Right.
A little
people
dome
figure
tent
out how
in
to
the
make
baby
all kinds
pool.
of
figure it
things
out.
on that,
We'll figure it out.
on that river.
Like a round little mattress thing, one of those little inflatables with the handles on the sides, that you have on the back of the boat. You
We'll
put
just
that,
be in our own raft.
yeah,
floating
put
each other
that
and-
in the.
Just time next.
just throwing ice cream to people.
Yeah, and just one cooler at a time.
you
One
go.
cooler at a time, one push up at a time.
I think we'll stick to boats for now.
We got
our eye on some expansion options. So.
when
We're
we were out in tubing the Rio Grande at one time, and a bunch of us and my friend's dad, and we had been prepping our raft the whole time, and it's got that big steel plate up front, to hit the rocks proper, and, but it's inflatable. But problem with inflatable is you get a small hole in that thing, it starts losing air.
You're
It's
done.
like an hourglass. Eventually the weight's going to sink you. Because we've got coolers, 8 men. We've got huge oars, backup oars, gear. Overnight gear just in case. Rations, food, drinks. It goes on and on, right? The whole inventory, even though we're only going for a 4-hour, run.
Yeah.
But if anything were to happen, we're prepared for that. They made us be prepared for it because we're one of the few that didn't take a guide. All the guides. So we go down the river, and it was probably one of the coolest things I've done in Texas is that time spent in Trilingua. But there was there's nothing out there, right? It takes about 10 hours to get from Houston to Fort Stockton, and you'll stay the night in Fort Stockton because there's no sun left, and then you take that last leg 2 or 3 hours down to Big Bend National Park where you get down to the Guadalupe and Trilingua and all that down there. So we're down there, and we make it. The next day we wake up, we head down that way, and they're all, there were a lot of folks telling us, oh, here comes the folks with no guide. They didn't get a guide.
These
Good
guys.
luck with you.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
exactly.
We're those guys, and we're like, they hadn't seen our gear yet. We spent so much preparing, we're ready. But we go to this tavern that night, and it's a hole in the ground, right? And I mean, literally, it's
Yeah.
a hole in the ground. It's called La Kiva. And La Kiva, you open the door to the ground, you go down in there. And all the river raft guides are down in there and, drinking and carrying on. And it's just locals. If you're not local, it'd be real hard pressed to find it, because it's a hole in the ground.
Well, how'd you find it with no guide?
They're just cars sitting there. Well, it was over the only bridge and the only stop sign, which didn't have a crossroad. Mm-hmm. I was like, what is a stop sign to? Well, it's a crossing, so you had to they wanted you to stop. So, because at night, if there are no street lights, so the road in the desert without any brush, because there's no trees, no nothing out here. It's just desert and flatland. They all look the same. I mean, we left the road 3 or 4 times on the way home from this La Kiva place, But I remember them talking about our raft and how that was such a cool Texas adventure for us, and the Guadalupe, and but the crazy part was there was a band in there, a couple singing, right, in this way off in
In
the
the hole,
sticks, in a desert, in a hole in the ground, in Trilingua, down by the Rio Grande. And guess what song they were playing?
The ice cream truck song.
Mr. Ice Cream Man by Van Halen. David Lee Roth, yeah. They're in there playing Mr. Ice Cream Man. Stop me when I'm passing
I like it
by.
had to have.
And we're all like, are you kidding me? What in the world? That's Van Halen. No, that's just David Lee Roth. And I'm like, oh, well, okay. You know,
Well,
wow.
add that one to the boat playlist.
Yeah, and there was like all these like bones on the wall where it had a tail on both end, you know.
Yeah.
So if you looked at these, the little light on it, like it was actually, you know, archaeologically found right there, you know. So you'd see half of it. But
Well,
then
it
there
was in the floor.
La
Yeah.
Kiva, yeah, everything was adobe. Everything had those little town squares, and there was
Sounds
a
kinda
yeah, and there's a new place. It's coming up on Walden Road. It's called the Parrot Paradise. It's in front of Margaritaville. It's a
thought you were-
RV
RV
mobile
resort,
home.
yeah,
RV
yeah.
resort. It's reminiscent of that, and it has the little center where everybody from the whole place that camps or stays the night can go to that center and stay and visit and do their thing. In Terlingua, this is the big deal. I mean, man, that's the little
hub.
center. There's nothing for hours in any direction. So when they gather here, that's the biggest gathering, you know, the whole county, other than, you know, the mule caravans coming across the Rio
Yeah.
Grande. And they were, and we saw them all night long. We're all, you know, kitted out, you know. I mean, we've got our gear and we're night scoping the you know, around our little fires and stuff that we were at by the river, and there they go, you know, huge caravans, you know, just coming across. You know, it's the craziest thing. But nevertheless, interesting place, and Texas brings on a lot of interesting opportunities for a business like yours to really get out and you know, I hate to embellish on the Texas side of things, but
Well, this is the Texas
the point.
ticket.
it is. It is. You know, because you can't get on the Frio, you can't get on the Guadalupe, you really can't get on San Jacinto, and so you got Lake Houston, you
Yeah,
got Lake
Lake
Travis,
Houston.
Lake Austin, like we were talking about, Canyon Lake, Lake Livingston.
Yeah. There's a couple, but like you said, 5.
Livingston's a
five.
little scary.
got five.
No,
Yeah,
you know,
no.
Trinity don't play. You know, it doesn't move. I think it moves a lot faster. It seems like a
Yeah.
bigger river than some of the other ones we talk about. I mean, I don't know that for a fact. Love to hear more about that. And you know, awkwardly, I really would like to hear more about that. Yeah, I am
thing.
curious.
No,
you
I'm
know,
excited to hear about what your next game.
Yeah, what's
plans
next?
are,
What's next
yeah.
for the ice cream truck, Conroe ice cream boat?
We've had that discussion. I think there are a lot of companies that do a very good job. You know, as far as being an actual ice cream truck, that we don't really want to dabble
Yeah.
in that. We'll leave them alone. We'll definitely stick to water. But there are, like I said, there's a few other lakes that we're looking to do. Actually, we've discussed even on Lake Conroe dropping a second boat on Lake Conroe.
Yeah.
Just because it's such a big lake, and you know, a lot of the problem that we have is because we're being pulled in different directions, like you said, with parties, things like that. You know, we have all intentions of making it up north, but then we get called down south, and we're down there. So it'd be nice to
Have a party truck and a.
Exactly right, and
Or
that's the whole plan. So the
boat.
boat that we have now is 20 foot. We're looking at a 22 or 24 where we can fit more product on there, and that would be kind of the daily cruiser, and then use the
Yeah.
quote unquote smaller boat, keep that down south, and then use that as kind of the party boat that can bring. If somebody's having a wedding, we can just whip over there and you know, make sure that we do a really good job at that.
Imagine,
and use that,
imagine the
yeah.
Conroe ice cream boat moving up to the. She's
Hey.
laughing before I said anything.
Because I would be the one out there saving my money.
My money chasing you with $1.50.
Absolutely. I love ice cream.
I was thinking about boarding the Southern Empress. You know, the ice cream people are boarding us. You know, just pulling up. You know,
Pirates.
you know, it's ice cream pirates.
Wait, yeah, that could be.
They have the pirate ship out there.
I was gonna
They have
say.
the pirate ship.
We
They
just-
do.
We just had a.
That's perfect. Do
Yeah.
they serve food there?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't think they do.
I think they just sit in the parking lot.
I think they
at
do
a-
refreshments, but I don't know if they necessarily are doing food.
I
Because
think
they're out for
dropping
what, like
a
an hour or
plank-
2 hours. They
Yeah,
just
I
kinda
think
whip around
dropping a
real
little
quick.
plank and coming over. You've been.
We'll help them save their mermaid.
Yeah. So June, I think the 15th, which is Saturday, tomorrow. There's dueling pianos out on the Southern
Yes.
Empress, and did you see that?
No, it's on. It's on.
Is it on the list? Our interns, God, they're killing it. You know,
By
but
interns.
nevertheless, that would be the first opportunity to board them. You know, I mean, of course, it's probably legal. You know, but you
In
know,
most states.
In most states,
states.
but you know, it's a little hush hush. We usually don't make an announcement. You're gonna get boarded. You know.
Then that
It's-
takes away the pirate part.
I know it's a lot more fun if it's a
The
surprise.
element of surprise is gone. At
Exactly.
this.
It's a lot more fun if it's a surprise. Yeah. So you may be surprised.
Just wear your eye patch and you'll never see it coming.
No, I was
Just from the right hand side.
I guess the soft approach to this would be to wait at the dock. There's a pool there at the Seven
Yeah.
Coves and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yes,
I mean, you could
there
wait.
We
if
go
they-
there. We go there.
Yeah, cool. I would think that's a good spot. But all right. So How can I follow you?
Give us
The
your info
website you
again.
said?
Yeah, website is ConroeIceCreamBoat.com. Everything is on there as far as the live tracker that has, as far as booking parties, our contact information is all on there. All of our social media is on there too: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. All of those are all on there. So, yeah,
Okay, cool.
follow us.
All right, well, we'll do that, and then you can watch the part where we watch you around the lake. What would you call that?
Yeah, it's a live tracker. Yeah, live
And
tracker.
that's
So
on the
there's a
website.
tab that's called Find Us on the Lake. And
Find
that's
Us.
kind of the Where's the Ice Cream sticker that I gave them. So yeah, but that's kind of our whole thing is find us. Yeah, find us on
And
the
they
lake.
can use your website
Yep,
to
absolutely.
use
Yeah,
the
yep,
tracker.
yep.
Yeah.
Is that the only way
ConroeIceCreamBoat.com.
to use the tracker?
We have on the side of the boat, there is actually, if you find us on the lake, when you find us on the lake, there's a QR code on the boat as well. So if you scan the QR code, it'll take you to that tracker. as well.
Directly to the tracker.
Directly to the tracker. It takes you right to that landing page
Or
on the
you can
website.
Well, I'll
just
share that
bookmark-
for you.
There you go.
I'll put
There you
that
go.
QR.
Our business
out
cards
there.
also have the tracker on the back too. So yeah, if we see you out there, we'll give you a business card that has the tracker on there and has all of our information as
Very
well.
cool.
Yeah, the side of the boat has information on scheduling a party, wedding, reunion, corporate event, whatever the case may be. It has all the contact information for that, and then it also has a banner with that QR code on there as well.
I love it. I love the
Yeah.
idea. I love the thing, and I love the business model.
For sure.
It's fun. Golden. We're having fun. We're having fun.
Well, we look forward to catching back up with
Yeah.
you, getting a
Thank
little
you for
more
the time.
information. Yeah, absolutely. Thank
Yeah.
you for yours, and we'll share the QRC with
Yeah,
some folks. and,
perfect.
man, I'll try to find you this weekend.
Please do. Please do.
Thank you for coming, Ryan. We'll be
Absolutely.
back right after this, you guys.
Tune in to 104.5. Lone Star Radio on my mind.
Texas Ticket is sponsored by True Texas Solar, Montgomery County's trusted provider of turnkey solar solutions for your home. True Texas Solar provides renewable clean energy services to residential homeowners seeking energy independence to reduce or eliminate electrical utility grid costs while utilizing government and manufacturing incentives for renewable energy savings. True Texas Solar can be reached by phone at 936-286-8325 or visit them online at www.truetexassolar.com.
104.5. Lone Star Radio on my mind. So won't you kick your feet up if you have a minute? Turn your radio dial to the Texas Ticket.
Right, the microphone. Welcome back to the Texas Ticket.
Giving you the news
It's Armando
what's
Matri Potts
really in.
and Miss Gianna Means.
Come on, boys, let's get it.
Welcome. Journalist, student.
Yes, I go to UT, journalism student. Very excited, love it. I just finished my freshman year, and it was the best ever.
Nice.
Awesome. How's UT campus life
I
going?
love it. I think it's so nice. It's very much a community, especially in the journalism school. It's pretty small, to be honest, but one of the best in the country. So, I don't know, I love UT. I love all the local journalism there, and campus is beautiful.
Well, we're so glad to have you helping our team here.
Yeah.
And every time I bring up the interns, everybody thinks I'm joking. But we blamed a lot of things on the past interns. I just wanted to know that this isn't the past intern.
Don't blame it on me.
But this is the Punch Your Texas Ticket segment of the show. This is where we kind of go over local events, local happenings, stuff going on that might make you a little more Texan, that you can go get that Texas ticket punched.
There you go. Yes. So glad
Or
you're
punched.
doing that one.
Not that.
No, not that one.
No.
It is that one.
Yes.
It's the
The whole punch. not
No,
the face.
speaking of local Texas events and happenings, we were talking about all the stuff that's been happening out in Austin and 6th Street and just
Yeah.
all these people moving there.
I've never been. I'm scared of it there. I've heard scary stories, so I don't want to go.
Oh, really?
Surprisingly,
How far is campus
yeah.
from 6th
Not
Street?
far.
I think campus is on like 15th,
Yeah.
so
It's walkable
it's walkable if you really want to, I guess.
or pedicabable.
A lot
Yeah.
of new, lot of new comedy shops and bars and stuff and
The
clubs.
Moon Tower Comedy Club is pretty new. It's been like really popping down there.
I've heard Shane Gills is now going to house most of his shows out of Austin.
Really?
The Shane Gills.
Yeah, I've been kicked off of a pedicab before.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's pretty hard to do.
I was about to say, what did you? I was gonna
My
start
biggest
fishing.
fault in Austin, though, is those Lime scooters.
Oh yeah.
I take them everywhere.
What's a
And you
Lime
know how-
scooter?
It's like one of those little
Electric
scooters. You have an app and you like scan it in.
They have them in downtown Houston too.
Yeah, they're everywhere. I take them everywhere. If I have a 5-minute walk, I'm gonna Lime scooter. But that adds up. So
How much is it? Yeah.
Yeah,
I
how
don't
much?
even
well,
know.
it's like $3 or $4 just to start it, and then it's like after that, it's a couple cents every mile, every couple minutes or whatever. But you know, whenever I go Lime scooter to work, it's like $6.
Oh, because you left it parked there.
Well, no, because you can park it anywhere.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And
you
they
can
come
pretty
by and
much.
pick them up. Like it's kind of crazy.
They're everywhere, especially around UT campus. I mean, like, you
Wow,
can't
that's
walk
pretty
5
cool.
feet without a Lime scooter being there.
And if it's
That's
just lying there, you can pick it up and rent it.
Yep, they're fun though.
Wow. Well, that's interesting. Well, so here on the local happenings, one of the premier event that's in our focus right now is this weekend's George Strait concert over at Kyle Field at A&M University here.
Just kidding.
You know, they got the king. You know,
Yeah.
and wow, what a show that's going to be. And I think it's his only Texas date in this tour.
Well, I
Really?
mean, this is how many going away tours?
I didn't know it was going away.
I mean,
Did they put
he
that
went
on
away
there?
like 5 times.
Yeah, it's a
I mean, don't get me
one-stop.
wrong. I love George Strait. I'm a huge fan, but
I think the tour ends in Las Vegas and starts. I don't know where it started, but I know there's only one Texas
he just
stop.
couldn't sit at home.
But to make it, if you could make it more Texan
Well, yeah, Kyle Field is.
For sure.
and George Strait,
Texan as you get.
let's add to it. You can get more Texan. You throw in Parker McCullum.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
And
now
he'll-
you get some Conroe Texan.
Yeah, and there's more in there. There's another fella coming. They joined Parker McCullum and Kate Offerman. Kate Offerman. Are you familiar with Kate Offerman?
I'm not
Are you?
actually.
Kate Offerman? No. She must be amazing to perform with these guys.
For
I mean,
sure,
are
yeah.
very lucky. If not followed by thousands. Anyway, Kyle Field, the show's at 6:30. Locations Kyle Field at George Strait, Parker McCullum, and Katie Offerman. Wow. And we just checked before the show started. As of today, you can still get tickets. You can still get tickets.
Yeah, on
Ticket-
StubHub.
That's surprising they didn't all sell
I
out
know.
at once.
I thought they were sold out too, but I think like if you the most furthest away tickets that you can own are $80.
Those
Might
are
have to
still
give me
available.
one.
Probably like in actual A&M.
What are the people that can fit
Not
in
in-
Kyle Field?
Sitting in a classroom in the back.
30, 40, 50,000 people in
I feel
Kyle
like
Field?
it's more than that.
More?
I mean, Kyle Field is huge.
But what the Astrodome was like 55, 60.
Yeah, but I feel like they're gonna have people on the field too. Like, I don't know. Let me just say that.
Yeah.
gonna be a
Well,
lot.
that's
It'll be
coming up.
interesting.
Yeah.
So Uncle Lucius. Are you familiar with Uncle Lucius?
I'm not.
Are you familiar with Uncle
No,
Lucius?
I asked you earlier. I'm like,
Okay, good. I was
What?
the
That's
only one.
surprising. I'm a fan. They have a few really good songs, and some of them are, like the gas basin and oil basin down there in Pasadena, and they relate to that sort of, oil field
Dirty.
lifestyle. The oil field lifestyle. It's a hard life,
Yeah.
But
Every time I've gone down 225, I get a.
yeah, that Fire Alley
tire.
kind of lifestyle. So they have some of that reflect, but it's real. It feels Texas orientated. Anyway, they're going to be at the 290 Roadhouse on June 15th, which is tonight, or tomorrow. And you can buy outhouse tickets. You can pick up your tickets for the Uncle Lucius show. Alanis Morissette, Cynthia Woods Pavilion,
that's more my
Oh,
and that is
speed. Dawn the 16th.
16th. Yeah, wow. Again, the 16th. I'm like, is it really? And that's
Sunday,
Joan
yeah.
Jett and the Blackhearts.
Yeah,
are
Sunday.
opening there. The Joan Jett.
that's
You
insane.
know, she's from
You familiar
Beaumont.
with y'all familiar with Joan Jett?
I
She's from
am. I know
She's
that
from
one.
Beaumont, really?
Yeah,
Wow. Well,
I think.
saw you standing there next to the record machine. Kyle Wetzel, Cynthia
Maybe
Woods
not. Oh, I
Pavilion,
know
July
Kyle Wetzel.
27th, and so let's roll it out a little bit. What's going on at the Hyatt?
Nothing right now, but we are going to have some kind of something on July 4th. I'm not really sure what it is. They're talking about like a
Okay, yeah.
backyard barbecue cookout.
What about Father's
thing.
Day? Y'all got a little buffet or nothing? No prime rib carvings?
No, unfortunately. But I will say at the Lake House, they're doing free Father's Day, free Father's Day portraits.
Oh.
Lake House,
Yeah.
the one in Grand Central Park Conroe?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So you can go bring your dad, take a picture with you and your dad. It's like
cool.
Top Gun style, but Top Dad is what it's called.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So yeah, today through Sunday from 9 to 5. You can go get it done for free.
And so you were going to focus on some of the stuff here in, I think your focus today with hence the shirt.
The Red Brick Tavern.
The Red Brick
yes.
Tavern. Okay.
My home.
Tell us a little bit about something that's going on there.
Yeah, so Red Brick Tavern, Buck Yeager, very popular. He comes the second and fourth Thursday. That is a little
Buck
further
Yeager.
away. It's
Sounds like a fake name, though.
I know.
very country name. That's going to be on June 27th coming up at the Red Brick. But some things happening this weekend. We've got Joe Blues. I've seen him before. He's really
Joe
good.
Blues?
Joe Blues.
Blues, okay.
He brings a big crowd, so get there early. That's going to be June 14th at 8.
June 14th at 8.
And then
That's tonight.
tonight, yeah.
So, so tonight there's probably a dozen really good things, but
Yeah.
Uncle Lucius is in
You got to
Tomball.
pick your
Yeah.
poison.
Yep.
Yeah, or how far you want to drive.
True,
right.
true.
That's the other part. So, but you
Yeah.
know, the 14th.
They also Pacific Yard House tells Sarah Green and the Gringos.
The 14th.
Yeah, yeah.
Too many things. Go help in between.
Do-Si-Do has Daniel Johnson.
Who's Daniel Johnson?
I'm not sure, but they have them there. Deep Roots Vineyard has the Sticks, Loverboy, Doobies. All
Oh
those
yeah.
people. The tribute. Tribute band.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know.
A lot of
Yeah.
things this
That's
weekend.
cool.
Yeah,
Well,
there's
that's all
also-
tonight. Yeah, that's all Friday night.
On the 16th, Jonah Miles will also be performing
yeah.
at Red Brick.
Yeah. Jonah Miles. I've heard of Jonah Miles.
Yeah, and then of course every Sunday morning at the Red Brick there's the Sunday brunch with Jim Sloan and the trio.
Well, this Jim Sloan's. Have you seen it?
Yeah, they perform
Sloan's
every
good?
Sunday for the past like 7 years or something.
Really?
What
Jim's
kind of music
good.
is it?
It's like gospel blues.
Okay.
Brings a big crowd on Sunday mornings.
I
It's
like
a lot of
gospel
fun.
Blues. I get into that.
It's a lot of fun.
I love the food at Red Brick.
And Jim will come around and talk to everyone. He's got all these fans. It's so cute.
It's so cute. So and I'm a big Magic fan, right? And not any of that crazy stuff, just like normal tricks.
A little card
like,
trick?
Like when we brought a magician in, we had one that came and was on the show, and but first his opener was it's just a trick. You did, like when they had he was on stage and talking about an experience where there's a mirror behind him, and he's like, this can't work. And they're like, why?
Can't show all my
It's
cards.
a trick. He kept trying to explain to them, it's just a trick. It's not. Can't have a mirror behind
It's not
me.
actually magic.
Yeah, they're gonna see everything I'm doing. It's all sleight of hand and trickery, and I count on there being a wall back there. Just saying.
Yeah.
So there's some challenges to that, but there's going to be a show that's been going on for a while, the Conroe Conjuring over at the Owen
yeah.
Theater, and they've got some pretty interesting musicians coming out there, and they change out every month.
We don't have it on our list, but Margaritaville has some magicians coming in.
They have a monthly program
Yeah,
with a magician. The Owen Theater is June 26th, 7:30, and it goes till about 9 o'clock. And that's a ticketed event, but you can get your tickets over at owentheater.com, and then afterwards head over to the Red Brick Tavern.
Yeah.
Conroe Conjuring. Full of wizards in there, magicians.
Yeah.
Saving Abel is going to be at the Hullabaloo Music Fest. Now, the Hullabaloo Music Fest has got a lot of really good artists going to be there. I was kind of surprised. Nickelback, Shinedown.
Yeah.
It goes on the bands list.
And these are all going to be in the historic downtown Bryan.
Bryan, Texas. Yeah.
All different
Wow,
little
Bryan
all
and-
different little venues, but yeah, they're all going to be downtown in Bryan.
Yeah. It's so
Brian's really getting it, huh?
Yeah.
Nickelback.
Yeah.
They're getting all the country music.
Yeah. Well, Nickelback and Shinedown. I mean, they're
yeah.
jamming down
Yeah.
there.
Saving Abel. I've
Saving
seen them
Abel.
all, and they're amazing live.
This is
Yeah.
an amazing lineup, and Southern Rock is
Yeah.
where they catch their play their. Let's see, Heavy Riffs, founded by Jason Weeks and Jason Knoll of Saving Abel. I'm excited about that one. That is what's the date?
I don't remember.
It's coming up. HullabalooMusicFest.com.
Where'd it go? Oh,
Yeah, it doesn't say.
yeah.
Those damn
It's.
interns.
I want to say.
Not you.
Not me.
No. But yeah, it's coming up here really soon. But we've got, I think, another month or two. I think September 1st was the date that comes to my mind. But, check that out. Again, Hullabaloo Music Fest. If you're fans of Nickelback, Shinedown, Save and Abel, this is a great show. It's local. It's close enough to get to and back. Brian's not too far from Conroe, Montgomery area. We can get there pretty comfortably and back and enjoy a good show in the historic downtown Bryan, Texas area. Downtown, Heritage Park is doing their concert series. That's the free concert summer series every month, I believe. And that's the July 11th. They're having a Level 1 band. You ever seen the Level 1 band? Level 1 band has a Michael Jackson.
Okay.
In the band, there's a guy that is he was a tribute Michael Jackson.
Oh,
But
nice.
he actually did the tribute Michael Jackson show at Bernhardt as just a Michael Jackson tribute band.
One time I was eating at this Mexican restaurant and Michael Jackson showed up in full gear and makeup, and he was just having his Mexican
The
food.
Michael Jackson?
No.
Oh.
I mean, but
I thought you meant the Michael Jackson
not
too.
because he's dead, but
well, I don't know how long
no,
ago this was.
yeah, no, it was like last month.
So I want to be Michael Jackson was there.
Yeah.
Wow.
I wonder if it was him, but
Well,
he
did he
came.
wear
He came
one
to eat
glove to the
Mexican.
meal?
Yes, all dressed up. Took
They could have
pictures and
taken my
everything.
one
I would do
glove
the
off.
same.
Yeah.
I don't
mean,
want
I
to get it
don't know.
dirty.
Yeah.
I only have one.
Dirty Diana.
Dirty Diana. Level 1 will be out there, and be prepared. He'll jump in the middle of the concert just to keep it lively. It's like a 12-piece band,
Wow.
Level 1, and they've got sets, which I think it's a real differentiation between one band and another,
Well, yeah.
or when they either do a clothing change, a set change, in between the breaks. The break was used theatrically, to bring on it, but improve the show, change the show. Other than a break, that's probably, I don't know how 2 hours worth of singing merits a 30-minute break, but
for sure.
I think this is a nice touch. And they bring a whole lot of that dimension to the show. So it's in anything but a straight line of sitting. You're always like, wow, oh wow, that's Michael Jackson. It's just the whole way through. So Level 1 downtown here at Heritage Park, a free show. That's going to be July 11th from 7 to 9. Put that one on your calendar right here on 500 Collins Street, downtown Conroe. And like we've been mentioning, the East Indie English Band.
Glass Animals.
Glass Animals,
yeah.
they're
I love
coming.
them.
Yeah, and we also compare those guys to Thievery. I don't have an upcoming schedule for Thievery, but
Man,
both
I
are.
want to say Thievery was just at House of Blues.
I think they were.
Yeah.
And they do a sitar. That was the instrument we were
Yeah.
trying to figure out.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting the name of, but it's just so
Is that
cool.
big one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where they just sit down. I kind of got it after. Oh, the sitar. Yeah, I got it because they all
Sitting
sit.
guitar.
It's huge. I mean, you almost have to sit down. I
Yeah.
mean, if you're going to jam with it, you're going to be leaning over with the strap, the whole time. But it's a cool instrument, a great sound, and it's totally identifiable. They'll be the English Indie Band will be playing September 21st at 7:45 p.m. for the Tour of the Earth concert at the Cynthia Mitchell Woodlands Pavilion, and that's a show to see.
No, yeah, I'm excited about that.
That's a show. That's entertainment. I want to get out of that lawn, just chill and watch this, and
I love the pavilion,
Yeah.
sitting on the lawn.
it's nice.
It
As long
is
as
really
it's not
nice.
110 degrees, I love it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Or raining.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been to Puddle of Mud in the middle of mud, rain, and
Kind of added to it a bit.
Yeah, it's fun.
So the Conroe Stars and Stripes celebration, big deal. Big deal. I don't know how many. I think it's the 5th, the 6th. I don't know. I don't know that for sure. I'm guessing.
Oh, I went last year. It was so fun.
Was it?
Yeah,
Tell us a
it
little about
was.
that.
It was nice. I went with the Chamber of Commerce. They had like this the rooftop of the new bank that they built last year. They had all that set up nice, and there was all the little carnival down.
There were fireworks last year, weren't there?
Yeah, there was really big fireworks. It was a good show. It was really fun.
That's interesting, how they got burned down like Conroe did to be doing downtown fireworks. I thought it was unexpected. It seemed odd.
I don't know.
It's like, wow, downtown, there's
Well,
fireworks
they had
restrictions.
fireworks at Big Ass Texas. Yeah,
Also
the last
surprising.
night. Yeah.
There were a lot of things that have happened lately that show that we're kind of growing.
Yeah.
We're kind of broadening the
We
possibilities.
built a hotel.
It's been
Yeah.
long enough. It's been long enough. Fireworks downtown, we have reason to celebrate. There's a lot of growth, a lot of things happening, a lot of new businesses, and we're hoping that next week you can come back and tell us a little bit about that growth and
Yeah, of
happening. Give us some
course.
insight. Go be our journalist on the streets.
Yeah.
And really right in here.
Already planning my interviews in my head.
Nice.
Great. Well, next week maybe you can come and visit with us during this Punch Your Texas Ticket segment,
course.
if not before it, and share a little bit about what you find.
Yeah.
And give us the honest engine input. I mean, I'm curious.
Yeah.
And on the downtown scene and the temperature of things, and
I
think
love
that-
our little downtown. I
I
do
do
wish it was
too.
busier, so I'm all about it. I'm pushing people here.
I
It
love
definitely
more-
is busier. I remember being a kid and like the only thing down here was my hair lady. And
Yeah.
so it's like now it's
And law
just
firms.
a whole thing. Yeah, for sure. It was just a couple little buildings.
Well,
My hair lady.
every week that I have customers that come in, guests, and I put in their welcome letters what's going on in downtown Conroe.
Yeah.
So in case they want to step out of the hotel, they have some activities to do.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Yeah, well, we've got
push 'em here,
202,
too.
we've got Red Brick,
Brick,
we've
yeah.
got Vintage
A Game
Texas, The
Changer.
Firm,
Oh, yeah.
Game Changer. The new Paulette's French Bakery is opening
Oh, okay.
right down here. It's all French wines, French foods, French.
Oh, nice. Is that where Florish used to be?
I think it's like 250 Davis Street, right here out
Okay.
in, there
Yeah.
on the corner there. It's over there. It's right across the street.
Yeah.
I know that doesn't help you guys,
Yeah.
but for geographical reference,
Hey,
it's right there in that corner, right there on the first
Perfect.
floor. And it's all French stuff. But I like the first floors and all that getting occupied by, places people can go to, shops, stores,
Yeah,
restaurants,
for sure,
food and
for
beverage,
sure.
entertainment, things like that, versus a law firm. And, retail would be more, I guess, intuitive of people walking around.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
know,
I
just-
would love to drink and shop and like a little Fredericksburg style.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I feel definitely it's turning into that
Yeah.
vibe for sure.
Yeah.
So the Conroe Parks and Recreation's Conroe Storage and Stripe celebration will be June 29th at 6 to 9:30. You can catch the show there. And I did not see that there's going to be fireworks. But I wanted to talk about the Ice House Conroe really quick. The Ice House Conroes are over by the Lone Star Convention Center and on the way to the Montgomery County Fairgrounds. They're on the east side of 45 and on the, what is that, the loop there?
336. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can go out to Ice House Conroe. They've got the comedy night you were talking
Yeah,
about.
so my good friend Jesse Payton is doing a comedy show series, I think, there. So
A series.
Well, I want to say series. It says comedy show something, so it may be more than just him. I'm not sure. I know there is live music in the beginning. I don't know who's playing because they didn't have it listed, and then there will be comedy from I think 7:30 to 9 or 8:30 to 9, something like that.
Yeah, that's a lot. I don't know, an hour worth of comedy.
I mean, he's pretty funny. He's pretty funny. if you
He
haven't
seems
seen
funny.
him.
Yeah, I listen to some of his stuff. It's funny. I didn't get the chance to see him live. I haven't been to any of his shows, but I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to it. I want to catch this one. This is from 6 o'clock. It starts. The comedy starts from 7:30. Tickets
Yeah.
are pretty reasonable. Looks like $25. I think at the gate VIPs are 40 for VIP.
Yeah.
So it's a good venue. I don't know where
Well,
the stage is going to be.
yeah, I have no idea. I don't know if it's going to be outside or not. But if you haven't been to Conroe Ice House, like it's huge, and I love the huge TV. So I'm curious if they're going to put him on the TV. They already got. If you haven't driven by there, they already have a giant sign that has got his head as big as the sign.
That's
I'm sure he'll
crazy.
be on that TV screen. They'll put him on all the screens
Yeah.
and amplify him out so he can be heard in it. 'Cause, I mean, I know I would, But the other thing going on there is my friend Christian Waldo, a.k.a. the Crawfish Critic. He's doing a... he's always the crawfish critic. He critiques crawfish like a food critic,
food critic,
but
but
he is a crawfish
Crawfish
critic. Yeah.
specialist.
But he's also the crawfish critic, and he's been challenged. They've been asking him, "Well, you're a pretty tough critic, but can you make?"
I feel like
competitive
crawfish season is over. I don't know.
Well, he's been challenged to make to walk and talk on his crawfish
Wow.
stuff there, and he's going to do that this weekend over at the Ice House Conroe. They're going to do a crawfish competition. Where is this thing at?
I didn't see it on there whenever I looked through, but that's why I didn't know he was.
Yeah, you got to go over to the Ice House Conroe. I don't see it either. But Ice House Conroe is doing the crawfish competition, crawfish tasting, crawfish sampling, and all that's this weekend. I believe it's Saturday. You can go onto their Facebook, facebook.com/IceHouseConroe, and you can go check out that and see what's coming up. There are 2 or 3 events. The one big one that I really like that is where I know Christian Waldo, the crawfish critic, will be competing in a appreciation day,
Yeah.
and it's the 15th.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's 15th. And you can go out there. There's a crawfish eating competition.
Oh, nice. You gotta peel them? Peel them
mean,
fast?
Oh, that's a great question.
I feel like you would have to. That's part of eating crawfish.
Peel 'em really
Like,
fast.
Otherwise, then it's just like eating shrimp.
Eat them down.
You know how the difference. You can tell the difference between a male and a female crawfish.
No,
When you pinch the tail, it has a different reaction.
no. It doesn't. They're both dead.
No. Well, you know,
Both dead.
you can go down there and catch the crawfish critic competing and get a taste of that flavor. And I know he's working with some guys that are ready to help him handle the volume that's going to come in there. And we're expecting a lot of folks. Go out there, enjoy yourself. It's a great place for family fun.
I mean, I love crawfish. though.
Great outdoor area for the kids. Great outdoor way you could still be involved without being right up by the stage. You know, to say you can see everything because those big screens you're
Yeah.
talking about will broadcast that throughout the whole place. So you get a chance to have that front row seat no matter where you're at, even in the live shows that happen out there. The Ice House Conroe. And you said there's not a website?
There's not one direction. So if you Google it, it goes to the Facebook website currently.
So
Yeah.
and that's where we get most of their updates
Yeah.
at this point. It's a relatively new business. I think this is still in the first 45 days
Yeah.
of being opened. So let's give them that courtesy. Take a look. Go down to Facebook, and it's where we all go anyway. you know. and we can share some of that stuff on our page. Ice House Conroe. But when I think of a crawfish eating competition, I'm wondering, how long do they get? There's
Well,
things
yeah,
that
I know. I
change
need
this.
to know the details.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some parts this day. Is it quantity where it's like, oh, don't look
Well-
away at some point because it's starting to get ugly. They're still going, 2 hours in.
I used to work at a bar, right, where we did all you could eat crawfish for like $30 or $45. I mean, people could put that stuff down, like 10, 15 pounds. Like, so again, what does this mean? Crawfish eating contest.
I went and got crawfish the other day, and then I went and got McDonald's on my way home because I
Wow.
was still hungry.
Took so long.
I got like 2 pounds of crawfish.
It's like eating sushi.
I went to an all-you-can-eat lobster night.
Yeah.
And it was like $60, so I really felt like I needed to eat. And that was like a decade ago. And
Yeah.
so I really felt like I needed to eat my weight in lobster. And I think 6-7 pounds.
Dang.
About as much as I could get, but I'm throwing at least half a pound. I mean,
Well,
they're a
yeah,
pound and
yeah.
a half a piece.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
The
what's all involved in
lobsters.
this contest? We're
I'm
gonna have to
done.
see. We're gonna have to
And
get
how long do they
Christian.
get? And whose crawfish are they eating? I'm curious.
Exactly.
Got
How
questions.
spicy is it? Do you get butter? Do you get all fixins?
No.
You gotta eat the potatoes and corn.
Right.
No, that's all Ice House Conroe. You can go catch that and see what they're doing. But over at Mackenzie's Barbecue now, they've got the all-you-can-eat rib eating contest.
Yeah. Well,
Ooh.
It's too late to be a
it's
contestant.
too late to enter, but this is their second annual.
It's an annual rib eating contest here at our hometown Mackenzie's
And
Barbecue.
I mean, the prizes are not bad. Like first place, you get $300 cash.
Hunger for
Wow.
victory. All ages are welcome.
Yeah. But it's basically how many ribs can you eat in 5 minutes?
That's Saturday at 1:00. Again,
Yeah.
another Saturday. But
Yep.
this might be a fun one to watch.
Yeah, I definitely want to watch
sure.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I want to know.
Especially if there's little kids in there.
I
I'm
was
like,
gonna
oh,
say,
man.
I bet there's like a 10-year-old in there.
Maybe there's different divisions,
50 Shades over at Pappas on the
Yeah.
lake there. That's Sunday the 16th. So you get a little. You can actually go to
I've
that
never
one.
heard them, but I've heard they're good.
That starts at 5 p.m.
Yep.
And that's over at the inside stage. So you've got inside to the left. There's a stage. It's covered. You can come in and listen to the whole show in the worst of storms. And I've done that. Jesse Robb Jr. and the Kimbros were there, and man, it was basically a hurricane outside. While the Kimbros, it was probably the best show I've ever seen the Kimbros play.
Nice.
They were tearing it up, and they all got this super long, waist-long hair, and the wind was going at least 50 miles an hour while they were
Put you
playing
right back in
some-
the 80s.
Yeah, they were playing some Black Crows, and the wind was just going, and they're all just like, it was like, this is great, wow! The whole
man.
show is like that.
I love
was
the
like,
Black Crows.
Let's go, Kimbros! It's like, wow. Anyway, the Kimbros are always over at the table at Medley for Pass the Boot
Yes.
and the Storytellers music time with some of our other
Sundays.
friends there. Yeah, you can catch Kimbros there on their Sunday thing, and Kimbros can raise the roof. Those guys will get it, And I don't know what they do at it sounds real easy and light, on Sunday afternoon over there. And
Yeah, I haven't been to the Sundays at Table at Madeley, but I
far from the
love
Hurricane-
that place.
Hurricane Black Crow event, over at Papa's Ice House. That thing was kicking.
Yeah.
Ice cream truck. You catch him all over the lake.
Oh
Be
my
sure to
gosh.
catch him at what was his website?
Hang on,
myicecreamtruck.com.
hang on. Yep.
Is that it? Really?
Conroe Ice Cream Boat.
Conroe icecreamboat.com, and you can track him and see where he's going. Father's Day photos, Grand Central. You talked about that. The Grand Central Park, a monthly artisan market. The next one comes up July 6th, and that's over at the Grand Central Park area, and that's their like community center. There's like a building.
The lake house, yeah.
The lake house. If you haven't seen it, Google the lake house, Grand Central Park Conroe, or the lake house Conroe, and it would probably bring that one up and the one out on the lake.
Yeah.
This is in the community. It's their neighborhood center, open to the public for events and things like this. They'll have the artisan market, and it's packed.
Yeah.
Packed.
I mean, if you haven't been to a Grand Central event, like they're
fun.
yeah.
They're bringing the folks in, and they're getting better every time. I think
Yeah.
they're learning with a lot of stuff. Like
sure.
we ran out of food the first one they did. I remember going in. I'm like, I'm in line at the barbecue truck
Yeah.
for the brisket grilled cheese sandwich that they
Oh,
said.
my gosh. That sounds amazing.
And I was like, if they run out of brisket grilled cheese, so be it. I'll take the brisket mac and cheese, And then, and I get up there and they're sold out of brisket. I'm like, dang, really? How much brisket did you bring? And he's like, not enough. I'm like, dang. So, but anyway, they've remedied some of these things, and how do you know how many people are going to come to these things? And if it's your first one, and you only have a few houses on property, I wouldn't expect too much either. But
yeah, I went
the
to.
house.
I had worked one a couple years ago. It
Really?
Was it was like kids, just like a little Christmas thing,
Oh, yeah.
and there were not a lot of people there. The neighborhood wasn't very big yet. And then I went to one maybe a year ago. Huge.
yeah,
We're
People
doing-
everywhere.
Yeah, we're sponsoring something that they're doing for their July 4th party. I didn't write it down, but I'll tell you about it next time for sure. It's gonna be fun.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then we did that. We're sponsoring their Halloween. If you haven't done their Halloween,
Oh, that
trunk or
sounds
treat
fun.
party thing, it's huge. There's lots of kids everywhere.
I'll
Fun
check that
stuff.
out.
Yeah,
I like the Halloween stuff. I just
yeah.
you get all the kids. They got to kind of all have it. Trunk or treats are ideal.
Mm-hmm.
The Pine Market host a Star Spangled celebration July 4th.
Yeah.
That's 6 p.m. over at the Pine Market Center at 885 Pine Market Avenue, which is in the Magnolia Thoroughfare, Wood Forest area. A lot of stuff for July 4th. And the lake, I don't see it in any of our notes, but Lake Conroe is going to shoot off fireworks. They're going to have the thing going on. They're going to have multiple shows. Walden usually has one. Bentwater has one. Or that area. We just know what direction they go. Over there, Yeah.
I'm just gonna follow the ice
It's
cream truck
honestly like
around.
a 360. Every time I've gone
Yeah.
to the lake, it's like you look anywhere, there's fireworks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the dam
Yeah.
celebration. They have the
Yeah.
one over at
Yeah.
the dam. They'll do the fireworks from over in that area. Typically,
I'm just gonna get a boat and just park right in the middle
Yeah.
of the lake.
a lot of people do that. It looks amazing out there because they're all lit up. They all know it's showtime. They put their boat lights on, and,
Yeah.
and it just looks like a Christmas tree with all the, lights and decorations all over the whole lake. It's a really cool thing. It's almost as cool as the show. And then once they start going, nowadays there's all these drones flying inside the fireworks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the kids are just hoping it gets shot down. Just get it, get the drone.
Well, I went to this event where the fireworks were drones. It was so cool.
Oh, I've
Oh,
seen
yeah,
that
yeah.
before.
Yes.
Coordinated
I mean, that's
drone.
gonna be the new thing whenever all the fireworks, all the emissions and all that crap goes.
Right.
But yeah, drones as fireworks, pretty cool.
So, the barbecue thing with the ribs, there's a $300 cash prize.
That's what I was saying. The prizes
What?
are amazing, and second prize is like $100,
And I
then
get to eat ribs. What the heck?
the third prize.
I was just looking at that, going,
gift card.
"Wow, it's on the other side of
Yeah.
the page." But dang, $300 for eating some ribs.
For
We gotta
5
get
minutes?
in
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to pre-register for the third Mackenzie's
Exactly.
barbecue.
I was I was
Early
a little
registration.
upset that when I looked at it, registration was already closed.
So June 16th is Father's Day. Don't forget, guys.
Yes.
And June 19th is Juneteenth. June 21st is Summer Solstice, and July 4th Independence Day, and takes us into September 2nd for Labor's Day, and then the kids are back.
Oh yeah,
at
that is
school.
one thing. Hyatt is launching their Hyatt Black
what's that?
division. It's just their launch of kind of the DE&I diversity team.
Oh, I
So,
see.
Yeah, on the Juneteenth at the Thompson, Houston, brand new.
Oh wow. Well, cool. And that's Juneteenth would be
It's on a Thursday.
the 19th. Okay.
Yeah.
And Father's Day the 16th. And let's not forget the 16th. That's coming up here Sunday.
Yep.
Very important day. Very important.
Happy Father's Day.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anyway,
That's
it.
Is that it?
yeah.
What about Scooter Brown at Charlie Diggs'
Oh, that's
house?
right. Yeah, Charlie Diggs hat.
Charlie Diggs and Scooter Brown are throwing a party over at the Badass Lake Fest, and it is an alternate location than before for the Lake Fest, and that's going to feature the Guns N' Roses tribute band, Walk This Way is an Aerosmith tribute band, Jason Cassidy, amazing local artist, Peyton Howie, Stephen James, and DJ Flo.
Yep.
With some possible interjections of Charlie Diggs himself, we'll hope. That's going on June 22nd at 12. It says lunch, noon.
It didn't have an address on it, but I know it's off McCaleb Road somewhere.
And CharlieDiggsPromotions.com.
Yep.
You can check it out there. The Gatlin Brothers at Do-Si Do, we brought that up.
That's it.
That's the show, folks. We do want to like to give a special thanks before we wrap up here. One to Miss Means. Thank you for coming.
Thank
We look
you.
forward to your report for next week.
Yeah, for
We'd
sure.
also like to thank Chapel Pressure Washing. We'll call they spray it all. 936-520-8702. The Ice House Conroe. Our friends over there with all the upcoming stuff. High Regency Conroe. Thank you for letting you come out. The station here at Lone Star Community Radio. And the folks over at True Texas Solar, our sponsor for this event. Guys, we'll see you next week.
Happy
on the
Father's
Texas
Day.
Ticket. Happy Father's Day.
On my mind.